Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode 3. List of things to talk about. I think I'm going to talk about, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Subject, more like a rant if anything else. Last one. So, teachers who don't post what they need to post and give due dates. I don't know why, but I have a couple of teachers who don't post any due dates for anything. Like this class that I'm in now, it's a biology class. There's supposed to be like lectures, and there's a thing called a connect group, but in order to get the password to the connect group, it's like another $300 just for a stupid code. And so there was multiple students in my class who were like extremely confused. So I wasn't the only one. I was afraid I was the only one, but I wasn't. And the reason why everybody was so confused is that she wanted us to do, as in D-O, the stuff in the Connect group, not D-U-E. So it wasn't really graded. And so she didn't have any like specific guidelines in her rubric or the syllabus or the syllabi about the due dates in there. It's good stuff. Yeah, so there's no like specific instructions on it. And so I went to the lab instructor. It's like, well, she's a lab instructor, so she would know what we needed to do, as in D-U-E, that is due. And so she's like, oh, well, you know, I guess I can call, what was your teacher's name again? I was like, you're the lab, like, tech. You know, you're supposed to know this. She didn't know. And so we looked in the syllabus, got her number, and so this lab tech was on the phone with her, like, everybody's confused, everybody doesn't know what they're doing, you know, we're trying to get this stuff figured out. And so then, like, the original thing was to print off all of our stuff. So we have to pay to print all of our tests off and then send them in. It's like, this is ridiculous, you know? And so I was trying to, you know, get a better understanding of this whole situation. So I gave them a, like, almost like a lesson, a mini lesson of what is do and do. What we would do, as in D-O, to make us learn more, just to do it. And then there are things that we do that are do, as in D-U-E. And so I told my lab instructor, it's like, I'm not going to do the D-O stuff, but I will do the D-U-E stuff. And I know this sounds really confusing. I just put a whole bunch of doo-doos in there. So anyway, we got all the stuff finally figured out. She decided that she was not going to have us print stuff off anymore. We don't have to do this connect group thing. And now it's just, she's transferring the printed paperwork to a online test. So that's like, it's a little better. And then, I forgot to mention this, but when you look at because our school has a Barnes & Noble where we go and get all of our books and stuff at. And so you go to the syllabus of your courses, and then you go to the bookstore at the bottom of the page, so it'll pull up all the books for all the classes that you need. And so I go there, and I get the list, I print it all off so I can just bring it with me, go to the Barnes & Noble there, and find all the books I need. Well, it turns out that the books listed on the the WCC bookstore is, or at least at the bookstore, it gives you all the books that are not there, if that makes sense. So it wants us to get this like concepts and world biology, and the only book that our bookstore carries, which is on the Barnes & Noble site, is this Bio 101 Introduction to Biology. And so it was kind of frustrating because her course syllabus says one thing, the bookstore says one thing, and she doesn't go to the school physically because it was a blended class, even though when I signed up for it, I didn't see, I obviously must have missed it. That is delicious. But yeah, she has, now that because this is our, I want to say 4th week of classes now, and nothing has been due, as in DUE. So it's kind of confusing because you would expect to at least have something, one thing. If we have 5 tests, we have something due every 3 weeks because it's a 15-week course. So we have only 5 labs we do. You figure 1 every 3 weeks, and then we'll be done. I had looked on the My Grades portion of our online site, because sometimes you can see like the due dates, like this is due, such and such time, or you have until the end of semester, or whatever. And there was still nothing for that one either. And so it was just a big cluster fart of a whole bunch of stuff. And now, my next mini rant is for my machining class. This machining class I'm taking, it's machining 102, and so it's basically like a entry-level machining for lathes, mills, and using like the automatic band saws and stuff like that. So it's not really hard stuff. My machining class, my teacher was saying that that in the class itself, you get graded 70-30. 30% of your grade is like in-class work, and then 70% is shop work itself. And this is only a 3-hour class. So you have to get, I believe we have 5 different projects, not including our final project. 70% of my grade is shop work itself. So taking the 5 projects, not including my final project, which is the final project is up to the students to decide what to do. And so I was like, okay, you know, that's fine, whatever. And bear in mind, it's only a 3-hour class, and he's the only teacher who teaches the machining. And so he talks forever. It's a 3-hour class and he talks for 2 hours of it. This is really good stuff. Yeah, so it's a 3-hour class and he talks for 2 hours of it, which gives us an hour to do stuff. Now, it's not that bad, like for me, because I can, you know, get my stuff pretty fast and, you know, pick my machine out that I want and then go over and hurry up and turn some of my parts. But the only reason why I'm ahead in the class is because I come and, like, my class starts at 6, so I'm at the classroom at like, or not classroom, but the shop at like 5. So I have an extra hour than everybody else, because most people only get 1 or 2 cuts in and then they have to clean up. So I go before class for open lab, and then I stay after class for another session of open lab. Won't need this. And I've heard from some people that, oh, it gets better during the, you know, middle to end of the semester, you know. You get more shop time eventually and you do less classroom talk. But by the way this is going so far, I'm not thinking so. There's a lot of students who are like behind, you know. Oops, I spilled it. Got a little bit on me. Oop. My wife's gonna be mad. But it's okay. Ignore that for now. Yeah. So what my teacher is preaching here is eventually we'll have times where we don't talk at all in the classroom and we have hours of shop time. By the way, it's looking out. This one is a 2-day-a-week class. So we meet Monday, Wednesday, and it is consistently, we get there, class starts at 6, we get to the shop, if we're lucky, early enough, 8 o'clock. It is ridiculous, man. This is some good stuff. Wondering, this is green curry shrimp pot stickers. And this is, the ramen was Shinju black ramen. It's just a spicy ramen. We can get at our local Asian food market. Or if you have a Kroger. That's another big one. Remember, if you guys, like the video, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to all your friends. Thanks for eating with Beardy. See you next time.